11 test. So your Chapter 11 test is not going to be a traditional test like where you do the questions in class and then you can do corrections. Since you're at home, I expect that you're going to use your resources. You can Google things, you can ask your friends. So this test is a little bit more comprehensive and contains 2 parts. So here is your module for today and Friday. And if you note, at the end of it is the Chapter 11 test info. So if I click that, here's kind of all your info here. So I'm going to give you guys 2 full class periods to do this test. So if you're in first block, your test is not due the next time I see you. It's due in 2 times I see you. So this test, which is 2 parts, is going to be due April 24th. If you're in fifth block, it's going to be due April 27th. Again, you have 2 blocks. So look here at this chart. Your test is made up of 2 parts here. So part 1 is going to be more of like a traditional test. It has 3 graded parts. So you're going to have to do part 1, which is just 12 problems. And you're going to have to show me your work, though, as always. Part 2 is going to be explaining 2 of the problems like we have for our journals, like you did for your quiz. So go step by step and explain what did I do from the step before that. And that's the explanation you need to put. Then the third part is extra credit. It's just like a coloring thing. So like the activity actually goes to color by number. It's kind of cool because it's all on Google. So you don't have to print anything out or anything like that. So you will click here for the Chapter 11 test part 1. Okay, so part 1 is exactly what we've been doing in class. It's just a review of the skills. You're going to have to explain them and make sure you submit your work to me. Part 2 is a totally different thing. So part 2 says it's a part on applying the square root knowledge to real world situations. In this case, we're going to talk about tsunamis. So this whole chapter, we focused on simplifying square roots. And what we learned today is solving square roots. So this part 2 is taking the simplifying and the solving it, and I'm asking you to expand on your skills. So have we learned everything in this part? No, but do you have the building blocks to be successful in this part? Absolutely, especially with a little bit of help from the internet. So this part is much more of like a worksheet type thing. So if I were to open part 2, I can go to click here. You're basically going to do a Google worksheet. So you're going to open up this Google worksheet that you can't see right now, and you're just going to literally follow through on the whole thing. So email me if you have any questions. It's not a direct application of what we've been doing, but it's applying what we've been working on and seeing how square roots can be used in real life. So you're actually going to create models for how tsunamis hit the shore and make some predictions about if they hit the shore at a faster speed when the depth is shallower or when the depth is deeper. So that's what your test looks like. I also want to point out one thing. You cannot start working on your test. So look how I have this set up. Your test is in a module here. Here's part 1, here's part 2, here's part 3, which is extra credit. Here's the other part 2. The point values are right on these. These are all going to go in your test block. Notice this. See where my mouse is here? You can only start working on your test after you finished the module from last class. So just know that that is kind of the way I have it planned, and you will be good. Holler if you have any questions. You know my email. We can Google Meet. We can do some of it together if you want. You guys are great. Bye-bye.